very important in 2019 to listen to the feedback from our customers, our staff and our business partners, and to get some of their aspirations and ideas, and then to transform that into key themes which really are about modernising the customer service proposition and how we interact with our customers, and then realigning our staff, particularly the frontline staff, with their responsibilities and giving them the tools that they need to do their job better. But in terms of the actual properties that we have, there's a lot of focus on improving those properties, particularly the energy efficiency and safety of those properties, but at all times keeping rents as affordable as possible for the tenants. And then probably the final part of the strategy will be to continue to develop new properties across Lanarkshire to meet the housing need that's there, but also to help rejuvenate the local communities.
In terms of our corporate plan, then what we're doing is really looking ahead for the next 5 years, and it's not something we've done as a team. It's something that we've done as a team, but with our customers and with our partners. So it's really about shaping the future. And as we've seen with the coronavirus outbreak, it's not an exact science, so it's got to be a flexible plan, it's got to change, but above all else, it's got to benefit our customers. That's the key issue. So if you like, the theme of our corporate plan this time is to be all about customer, which is one of our key values, and to that end, it's about being with our customers and for our customers, and that's the exciting thing about it, that customers are going to be absolutely more front and central than they've ever been. So in terms of the objectives for that plan, it's absolutely about the customer experience. How can we make that better? How can we really put ourselves in the customer's shoes and see the services and what we can give them from their perspective? But most importantly, it's a shift towards customers feeling they're more of a partnership with us, and that actually that customer journey and the services for the future are designed by them. That would be a fantastic thing for us all to achieve, and that would be something that myself and the team and the board would find a really rewarding thing to do.
It lets the tenants know exactly what's happening and what Clyde Valley are doing, and it lets the customers know that they do care. They do care about their customers. They want them to make sure the repairs are done and that there's no antisocial, stuff going on, and they want you to know that you can pick that phone up. Even benefit things, people that are on benefit and stuff can phone up and get advice. I mean, that's quite amazing to me. I just think they're a great company.
Our approach to customer service at Clyde Valley is really about trying to understand our customer and deliver as best we can based on their own needs and expectations. And we've got a long history of working closely and delivering excellent services to our customers, and what we're really trying to do with our new customer experience strategy is to build on that. The fundamentals of that are really about trying to free up as much time within our office's day to spend that time doing things that make a difference to our customers and have an impact on their lives and have positive outcomes for our communities in general. And I think that what we're able to do with that is utilise new technologies and more efficient ways of working to enable them to do that and to spend that time with customers. So it's about how can we better handle contacts into the organisation, how can we manage phone calls, emails, and introduce new things like web chat and communication through social media that allow our officers then to be freed up from the phones and freed up from dealing with those things and out there on the estates and in people's homes.
Of course, it's also about meeting housing need. So we have a huge agenda going forward about that, from the team working with the most vulnerable and homeless people who desperately need a home across our area, right through to people that are adequately housed and need to move and are in conditions where their family's perhaps growing and they need to move on, would be an example. But equally, it's about new homes and meeting the growing housing demand across our region. And to that end, we've continued our ambitions. We've always been homes a developer of homes. And this plan is really for at least another 700 of those homes all across our areas, and that's already financed and that's already in place. So we're absolutely confident that we're going to be delivering that as an absolute minimum. The other area that we would want to focus on is our people, because without our people then we can't possibly deliver the outstanding service and the care for customers that we need to. So it's about obviously finding the right people who are motivated and share our values. That's something that is really important to us. And as a team, fundamentally, we want to make that difference, and that's our raison d'etre. And when we put this plan together, we thought about our why, what gets us out of bed in the morning, what motivates us, why do we do the job that we do, why do I do the job that I do? And it's always been about making a difference to lives, making a difference to communities.
So the Digital and Smart Think strategy is essentially about making sure that we're being much more efficient with the resources that we have. We're an organisation that's growing, and what we want to do is make sure that as we grow, our cost base doesn't grow, because we want to provide value for money for our customers. We want customers to be able to afford their rent, and therefore the smarter we can be, the minimum rent that we can charge. So the Smart Thinking Digital is about saying, actually, we've got an agenda, everybody's gone digital in the world around us, and therefore why should our customers not be able to go digital if they want to? So what we've got a real focus on, we want to offer digital platforms to our customers, but we don't want to force digital platform to our customers. So if you're a customer and still want to pick up the phone or come into your office, that will be there for you. But if you're a customer who doesn't have time to do that or doesn't want to do that, and you can do everything via a portal, and you can do things at 3 o'clock in the morning because that happens to be what suits you, then we want that to be available to you too. So that's about taking the personalised services forward.
So from a customer perspective, what we're really seeking to do is to reduce our customer effort whilst providing an exceptional customer service. So from a customer point of view, what we're going to be doing through this strategy, what we've already started to do, is to look at understanding their customer experience so far and their expectations, and not just their expectations of us, but their expectations of service delivery in the widest possible sense, taking their experience of other providers in both public and private sector into account. And through that, we want to then develop a set of service standards which will allow us to deliver against their expectations, and using the feedback and experiences that they share with us in order to do that.
We're in the middle of doing some business improvement work with our factoring service to try and be as responsive as possible to our customer, to try and be as close to our customer as possible. We've recently appointed staff who can be out in communities, who can be listening to customers. We're also looking at how we interact with customers, how we communicate with them, and how we can make it easier for them to access the information that they need from us. So our ambitions long term are to get our services in a usable format online, providing a range of channels so that customers can interact with us and get really good value for money in terms of the factoring services. In terms of our property management services, you'll not be surprised to hear Clyde Valley Property Services benefit enormously from the really experienced frontline staff that work in the Clyde Valley Group. We've got staff who understand the products that we deliver, range of housing needs, are compassionate, are empathetic. We deliver such a good property management service that we've decided now to start with a new online lettings business. We feel the quality of what we do could really benefit customers in the private rented sector, and that we could use the skills and the talents that we've got to offer the service to them.
If an appointment is being made or something is being delivered to them as a service, they should be kept up to date with that. So we would be looking at how we introduce text messaging or other updates to let them know where they are in the process, to let them know when their appointment is, for example, for a repair, who's coming to deliver that repair, and any other information that they need in terms of preparing for that. So we're not really proposing doing anything different from what already exists there, but what we want to do is provide that in a way that works for our customers, and that's why we'll take them through that process of service design so that we can understand their needs, their expectations and their wants.
We will probably, in fact we will, as part of our strategy, look at the IIP framework over the next sort of 12 to 18 months. In terms of wellbeing, our CSR group, who are basically representatives from across the organisation of staff, every year we'll put together a plan and what we want to deliver around the wellbeing for our staff. And that ranges, as I say, from mental health awareness. We're actually in the process of want to do training for mental health first aiders to have them in the business to ensure that we've got that. But also in terms of continuing, I suppose, building on the resilience, building on the stress awareness, and actually utilising the resources that are out there.
Sense of community to the team and the organisation overall is hugely important to us. We aren't a community-based housing association, but we are based within a lot of different communities, and our outcomes and the things that we try to achieve are not just about those that exist within the doors, the front doors of the properties that we own. It is about the wider community and how we interact with those. So the way that we work with partners and stakeholders within our communities is really important to us and forms part of our strategy to develop those relationships. It's important that we develop the right relationships for the right outcomes, and that is about identifying the partners that we can work with, such as Bernardo, such as Roots to Work, that have similar objectives in terms of what they're trying to achieve for communities and for individuals. And we've already very easily established common ground on those things and the ability to work together on them, and we will seek to continue to do that with all partners across the Lanarkshire region as we deliver on our strategy and beyond.
Housing associations are community anchors. They've always been community anchors and instrumental because they're more than bricks and mortar.
I was in an upstairs house and it wasn't suitable for my disability, and I put an application in to get just something on the ground level that I could manage. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd get the bungalow. And I says to Andrea, I can't believe that I've got this. And she says, well, nice things happen to nice people. And I just thought that was lovely. And she was just here. Do you know, I'm on the end of the phone if you need anything, any repairs, anything. They were fantastic. This house allows me to go about, I can do all my housework in here. I've got a wet room in there that they got put in. You should see my kitchen. I got a new kitchen put in. It's got the sink goes up and down. The hob goes up and down if I need it to go lower or higher. This house has enhanced my life that I never thought was possible.